I'm Milena, and today I'm gonna talk about Robert Victoria versus Saint Paul. Let's start with the facts. It was June of 1990 and 2:30 in the morning when the petitioner and other teenagers allegedly assembled a crudely made cross but taped together broken short legs. They then allegedly burned the cross inside the fenced yard of a black family that lived across the street from the house where petitioner was staying. Petitioner, who was 18 years old at the time, was charged with two provisions. One of the two provisions under which responding city of Saint Paul, Minnesota chose to charge petitioner was the Saint Paul Bias Motivated Crime Ordinance, which provides whoever places on public or private property a symbol, object, appellation, characterization, or graffiti, including but not limited to a burning cross or Nazi swastika, which one knows or has reasonable grounds to know arouses anger, alarm, or resentment in others on the basis of race, color, creed, religion, or gender, commits disorderly conduct and shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. Legal issue: whether the Saint Paul Ordinance and other such hate crime statutes violates the freedom of speech guaranteed by the First Amendment. Decision: the judgment of the Minnesota Supreme Court is reversed. The Supreme Court of the United States held that the decision was unconstitutional by reason of the violation of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Remember that the First Amendment generally prevents government from proscribing speech. The First Amendment prohibits the regulation of writing words by subject matter. Rules of law. Although the First Amendment doesn't apply to categories of unprotected speech, such as fighting words, the Equal Protection Clause requires that the regulation of unprotected speech be rationally related to a legitimate government interest. The Saint Paul Ordinance regulates speech not on the basis of its subject matter or the viewpoint expressed, but rather on the basis of the harm the speech causes. In this regard, the Court fundamentally misreads the Saint Paul Ordinance. The ordinance regulates only a subcategory of expression that causes injuries based on race, color, creed, religion, or gender, not a subcategory that involves discussions that concern those characteristics. It is noteworthy that the Saint Paul Ordinance, as construed by the Court, does not ban all hate speech, nor does it ban, say, all cross burnings or all swastika displays. Rather, it only bans a subcategory of the already narrow category of fighting words. Such a limited ordinance leaves open and protects a vast range of expression on the subject of racial, religious, and gender equality. So, the jury is free to burn a cross, to announce a rally, or to express his views about racial supremacy. He may do so on private property or public land at day or night, so long as the burning is not so threatening and so directed at an individual as to by its very execution inflict injury. Such a limited prescription scarcely offends the First Amendment. Thank you.